Hello everyone, my name is Katy and you're watching my channel Superconsole, where today I'm talking about the game that's been consuming nearly every other second of my past few weeks, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Now, this isn't by any means a review. We all know Breath of the Wild is getting insanely good write-ups across the board. Just check out its Metacritic page. No, this is more an ode to everything I love about the new game and what I think makes it so special. I'm not saying Breath of the Wild isn't without its issues, particularly in the performance department, as it suffers from frame rate drops, especially in the opening area, oddly enough. But for this video, I'm looking past all that negative stuff and focusing on why Breath of the Wild may very well be my favourite new Zelda game of all time. Sorry Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask, I still love you very much. Now, the reason I liked Twilight Princess and Majora's Mask so much in the first place was because they're what I call adult Zelda games, where the world is that much darker and the story more mature. And while Breath of the Wild has an absolutely gorgeous natural setting with its lush grassy hills, windswept warm desert bazaars and cool peaceful lakes, its story is very much focused on the apocalyptic force of the darkness that is Calamity Ganon, who Link and Zelda failed to destroy 100 years ago. The ancient technology which civilization created has been taken over by evil power, and it's up to the rather sleepy and confused Link to save Hyrule. Or not, if he doesn't feel like it, because that's the thing about Breath of the Wild. You can play it however you damn want, and if that means making Link run around in his pants, he can. He might get very cold, but he can. If I want him to wear women's clothes and become a vegetarian, he can. And if I really wanted to run straight for Hyrule Castle from the moment the game started as Link awoke from the Shrine of Resurrection, although you might encounter a few too many Guardians for my liking, you also can. Guardians may also be my new most feared enemy in the whole of the Zelda franchise, and don't forget, this is a series which features the likes of Redeads, Wallmaster, Majora, Dead Hand, and don't even get me started on that Yeti jump scare in Twilight Princess's Snow Peak Ruin. That frantic music that starts playing every time a Guardian spots you is so terrifying, and the sight of one fills me with pure dread like no other enemy in the series. I love how you can just run into a random monolith-sized enemy as you explore the great outdoors. The other day I was having this lovely stroll, revisiting the areas surrounding the Great Plateau, and I happened across a giant talus, a stone giant, which had a rather obvious weak spot if you ask me. But then there was that time where I was casually walking on the beach, and then I started to buy some rather pricey bananas from a quite weird looking salesman, only for him to transform into a deadly member of the Yiga clan. Obviously, I ran for my life. But the point is, you can go wherever you like, and that's largely thanks to your trusty paraglider you receive at the beginning of the game, but also down to the fact you can climb almost any surface, even this bale of straw I found. Except when it's raining. Stuff gets slippery when it's raining. I love the fact I can just warp to a tower once I've claimed it, which reveals an area map a la Far Cry style, and then look over at my surroundings, pick out a mountain in the distance, and climb it. That sense of scale in the game and realness is what really makes Breath of the Wild so immersive for me. The other night I'd been thinking so much about the Zora region, I actually dreamt about some of the side quests I wanted to do. Breath of the Wild also places a lot of trust in the player and doesn't spoon-fed all of its game secrets to you with optional side quests. In fact, it rewards curiosity and a sense of adventure. Take the Koroks. While mostly you happen across them as you scour the landscape, you can also search and find their village beyond the Lost Woods, which is totally optional to explore. Elsewhere in the game lurks a giant horse, an actual monolith of a horse with immense stamina that you can tame. Here's me posing for a selfie with him, and then creeping up behind his massive hiney. And when I say tame him, well, if you've got the endurance to stay on his back, which I clearly didn't. Once you've tamed a wild horse, you can upgrade its bridle and change its hairdo. Here's my horse Eggshell, with its crazy fire mane. You can even turn it green, much like you can dye all of Link's outfit any colour you fancy. For example, as you can clearly see, my Link is now a Snow Prince. Breath of the Wild's open landscape also brings with it a vast array of wildlife to discover and, well, accidentally kill and put on the barbecue. But it's not just seared steak on the menu, you can make some pretty gourmet dinners if you mix up the right ingredients. And okay, while Link's culinary delights don't quite parallel the likes of Ignis from Final Fantasy XV, there's something very rewarding about cooking up a toasty mushroom or two. And really, those are just a few elements I love about Breath of the Wild. While my game tells me I've spent countless hours already in Legend of Zelda's expansive new world, the truth is I've barely scratched the surface on what Link's latest adventure has to offer. And guess what? You can still use Link as a human lawnmower, but this time he finds rice, not rupees. Thanks very much for watching. Let me know if you're playing Breath of the Wild right now and what you think about it. Would you give it a stellar 10 out of 10? Maybe you're not thinking about picking it up and you're not so sure about the new open world style of the game. Either way, let me know in those comments down below and I'll see you next time. Bye!